So out of that work, what came out of that work? That the committee, what did they say we needed? Looking upon the entire evaluation of the county, they said, first of all, they felt like we had to address our elementary schools. And that meant, okay, we were going to take 5 elementary schools of Augusta, Romney Elementary, Slanesville, John Jay, and Springfield Elementary School, and we needed to look at those elementary schools and do some type of consolidation, whether it be a 5 schools into a 3 school model or a 5 to 2 model. After the committees thought about it, debated, looked at all the information, they felt to fully represent our county and to maintain maybe smaller class sizes, not have a mega school buildings, they were going to go with the 5 to 3 model. We did not address anything with Capon Bridge Elementary School because Capon Bridge Elementary School, Romney Middle School, and Capon Bridge Middle School are our 3 newest buildings. But they also did realize that Capon Bridge Elementary needed an attached gym, because if you have watched any of the videos or looked at the information, they still traverse down back over the hill every day to the old Capon Bridge Middle School for gym class. So that means every 40 minutes, similar to a lot of our schools, kids are traveling outside in all types of weather to outside buildings. So what did they pose with the 3 new buildings? Okay, so they said we're going to want to propose 3 new constructions or 3 new buildings in a west, a central, and a north. And even though we say north, west, and central, those were generic names we gave the building because at some point we will allow the students and staff to rename their new buildings. But right now, they're going to remain the 3 neutral names. The west, or the, get my glasses, the North Elementary will be located in the Slanesville area. We're hoping to remain on the current site of Slanesville Elementary because we own approximately 16 to 18 acres. Again, no additional funding needed for new construction or acquiring land. The Central will be located in a piece of property of 15 acres that we just purchased from the Arno-Hott estate. So that building will be constructed adjacent to the current elementary school. And then the West will be relocated to the current old Romney Hospital site. We are working with the Hampshire County Development Authority to swap properties. Basically, they will demo their building, prep that site. We will move there and build a new building. And then the current Romney Elementary School and the old Romney High School will be demoed, and then we will just swap titles for those 2 pieces of property. Again, we are going to be able to build 3 new schools on 3 locations at the minimum cost of $75,000. Our architect tells the story. He's working with another neighboring county that's building an elementary school. They just acquired a piece of land at $1 million for school construction. So we are minimal getting away with land acquisition at a cost of $75,000. Also in the plan is calling for the new gymnasium at Capon Bridge Elementary School. We also know that even though at this point in time we could not bite the bullet and do construction at a high school or construct a new high school, so the committee thought, well, we need to do some renovations to the high school. In the bond, we'll call for some renovations, maybe the facade at the new school, replacing windows on the front side, addressing the patio area over the library that constantly leaks every time we have a rainstorm. We're going to look at safety and security issues. We're going to look at maybe some HVAC, certainly, and restroom renovations. Again, anything that we save in construction cost or demo cost will all go back into renovation costs at the high school. The other piece in the bond calls for demolitions. Hopefully, and that is roughly $1.6 million. Hopefully there will be some cost savings there. We're hoping that communities like the Springfield Green Spring and the John Jay community will come to Hampshire County Board of Education and say, hey, we want to take over those buildings. We want to make them community centers. Similar to what the Grassy Lick community did, and they become vital parts of their community. You're working with the Hampshire County Development Authority is maybe at the Augusta site and the Slanesville site, instead of demoing the entire building, maybe to keep the newer sections, and working with the Development Authority, they will secure grants or seek grants to convert those newer sections of the building into daycare or childcare centers. So again, I envision being a parent, driving into the Augusta Elementary School or the Central Elementary School, dropping my younger children off at the daycare center, driving on behind, dropping my elementary kids off. Maybe in the evenings before I can get there, my kids will go from the elementary school over to the older building for the daycare center until I arrive home from work.